there. I've gotten a lot of questions from people about how to do twisting postures in yoga class when you have a full spine fusion. So I'm specifically today talking about the classic scoliosis fusion, which is T2 or T3 to L3 or 4. How do you manage being in a public class where there are twisting postures? Do you do the twist? Do you not do the twist? So here's the lesson on twisting. In a normal spine, the spinal twists come from the level of about the mid-belly, from the thoracic to the upper lumbar. That's where people are getting the actual twist of the spine. If you're fused, you're not going to be able to twist. So what you'll try to do is turn the twist, and you'll try to spiral around down at the very bottom of your fusion where it's unfused. And those unfused vertebrae are primarily the ones that bend you forward and bend you back. They're not meant to twist. Therefore, you should not do twist, but you can fake it. And I'll show you how to do that. Let's start with something simple like a seated cross-leg twist. Okay, so I'm in class and the teacher's got us doing twisting to the left. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the general shape of the pose. I'm sitting up. I'll take my right hand over my left knee and my left hand back behind me. Watch my shoulders. My shoulders are able to rotate. I'm not rotating my spine right now. I'm moving my shoulders around. Okay, so I'm going to stabilize my trunk by pulling my belly in and keeping this all stable. I'm not going to try to actually twist my spine, but I can rotate my shoulders around and gaze out over my left shoulder as though I'm in a twist. So why do it? Well, I'm actually getting some work here in my abdomen. So I'm in the general shape of the pose, and then when I inhale, I can let my belly expand, and when I exhale, I can pull the navel to the spine, and I'm getting that sort of effect of the wringing out of the twist just by using my abdominal muscles and taking the general shape. Inhale back to center, and we'll do the other side. So twisting now to the right. Again, it's my shoulders that are wrapping around. I'm keeping this stabilized, and I'm lifting up through my spine. I'm rotating my neck around. I'm pulling my back shoulder blade back. My front shoulder blade moves forward. And so I'm in the class, and I'm in the general shape of the pose in this position. Let's take something a little more challenging like a standing posture. So the shoulders rotate, the pelvis can rotate, the hips can rotate. So I can get some general rotation here. Now in someone with an unfused spine, the teacher will probably say to stabilize your hips and twist from the belly or twist from the rib cage. You're not going to be able to do that. So let's take something like a lunge position. And then this is a pretty classic pose. I'm going to take my left elbow over my right knee. Okay, so the way that I'm able to get my elbow over my knee is from my shoulder, not twisting. I'll take my hand to prayer, and this is the shape of the pose. Now, if I pull my bent knee hip back, then I'm actually starting to rotate, get a little rotation from the hips and the pelvis. I don't want to overdo that, okay? So I'm in the general shape of the pose. That's what we're looking for in a modified yoga class. General shape of the pose. Let's try the other side. Elbow over knee. Again, my torso, my spine is not twisting. It's straight, my belly's in, I'm stabilizing, and I'm rotating my shoulders around, gazing out over my top elbow. What about something even harder like revolved pyramid pose? This one's tricky. This one will definitely require modifications. So in the classic pose, your straight leg, your right hand will go to the outside of your front foot. That's for someone who's really twisting. I'm going to modify, and I'm going to keep my hand right here on the big toe side of my front foot. I'll take my left hand to my waist. I'm going to root down through my feet. Now I can get a little twist from my hips. So I'm going to drop my right hip down and my left hip back. So that's my back leg hip down, front leg hip back, and then I'll go ahead and use the shoulders. I'll start revolving the shoulders around, take my top arm up, and this is my best revolved triangle, and it is tough. I'll change sides. Right foot forward, back foot back. I'm not going to worry with taking my hand to the little toe side of the front foot. That's going to be more challenging. So when I'm in the pose here and I'm noticing that my spine is straight and my heart is Here's my meditation chimer. Okay, last twisting example. Let's say it's something on the back. All right, here's what you need to do. If you come onto your back and there are spinal twists done. So for someone without a fused spine, the teacher may have you take your knees up and twist your knees to one side or the other. Well, I can't do that without rolling all the way over because my spine is fused. So what my version is to take the feet down, mat width apart, and just let the knees come to one side. So that's my version of the twist. So here, my spine is not being forced into a twist. I'm actually just letting the hips move from side to side. But what I do get is this nice elongation of the tissue through my side body. I'll go to the other side. So we call this windshield wiper knees. So on your back, windshield wiper twists are going to feel much better and will have much less torque and pressure on your fused spine. So again, if the teacher does something like hug one leg in, one leg straight, and then twist, well, you can do that, but you're going to take your whole body over to the side with it, which sometimes I'll do. And then maybe I'll let the top arm hang back and get a nice stretch and opening of my chest muscles. But my preferred modification is something along the line of the windshield wiper twist. So if you're going to public classes with the spine fusion, you have to let your teacher know that you have modifications, because what you don't want is to not let them know and for them to come over and give you a big adjustment. If that happens, you just say, I have a spine fusion, I'm going to modify a bit. And they usually are totally fine with letting you be. Okay, enjoy, take care, bye.